Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I've just got home. So, we're going to talk about some wrestling news, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We have some stuff to talk about with Vince McMahon, and there will be some some WWE stars have been released. Some NXT releases are expected. So, let's get right into it here. So, first thing I want to talk about is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. An Axios report, an SEC filing, hints that Vince McMahon may leave WWE. What is this day even? Vince, you have stuff here about Vince McMahon. You got all these releases, obviously with the new Endeavor crossover. But yeah, this report here says a new SEC filing has shown light of a hint that Vince McMahon may want out of WWE after the recent acquisition by Endeavor that saw WWE merge with the UFC. McMahon, he's obviously still under investigation by the federal government, as a search warrant was served and executed by the feds after a federal grand jury signed off a subpoena to McMahon on July 17. However, no charges have been filed against him yet in the connection to the payments about allegations of sexual misconduct and infidelity since 2006. That's beginning the article. So, as previously reported, Jacob Frankel, the chairman of Dickinson Rights Government Investigations and Securities Enforcement Practice Group and a former senior counsel in the SEC's Division of Enforcement, told the LA Times that McMahon can face criminal or civil liabilities that may force McMahon out of his WWE role. After the merger, McMahon holds 28.84 billion TKO shares, currently valued at $3 billion. And Axios has a story about the registration filings done by TKO and notes it enables him to avoid the lockup period, and that applies to other TKO shoulders like Endeavor and Silver Lake. TKO first disclosed its registration plan on page 184 of an SEC filing in August. The filing notes McMahon alongside two other TKO executives, quote, will be selling stockholders in this offering. This would indicate McMahon's eventual departure from the company. TKO notes in a regulatory filing that McMahon's membership on our board could expose us to negative publicity and or have other adverse financial and operational impacts on our business. His membership also may result in an additional scrutiny or otherwise exacerbate the other risks described herein. Any of these outcomes could directly or indirectly have adverse financial or optional impacts on our business. A man was seen using a cane to get up the stairs to the stage to speak with WWE employees this week after having spinal surgery. There's more stuff that happened with Vince McMahon. Obviously, he talked about WWE, how it was stagnant and stuff, but I don't really want to talk about that because that was a few days ago. We have much more important stuff to really talk about here with Vince McMahon. But yeah, that's the end of the article here. And what even is this day so far in wrestling? It's not even 4 p.m. yet, and this day is already nuts. Nine talents on the roster have got released. Now you got this. Like, what the hell is happening in WWE today? So basically, he should sell his shares and walk away with $3 billion. Basically, is what I'm getting here. I'm happy to see it. Maybe he'll actually finally be gone from WWE. Hopefully, this is actually true. He's gone from wrestling. What are the chances of it happening? Who knows? But if it is true, good. If this is actually true, good riddance. If he's gone, good riddance. So Brian Alvarez talked about NXT. He said, quote, the belief is a lot of cuts are coming. So he's basically saying there's going to be a lot of cuts that are expected from NXT. We've already got some main roster cuts. We're waiting some NXT ones here. Man. I wonder who's going to get released. I think the releases will be people that have been there a long time or haven't progressed. Possibly. But you never know sometimes who could get released. But take this with a grain of salt, it's Brian Alvarez. And he said the belief. He's not basically confirming anything's going to be, anybody's going to be released. But he says there could be a lot of cuts coming. So, but Brian Alvarez, this probably is true because he said the NXT releases are expected around 5 p.m. Eastern, about an hour per Brian Alvarez. I'm curious what NXT stars will be released. I don't know who's gonna be released, but maybe Gable Steve's gonna be one of them. Who knows? So Dolph Ziggler, yes, Dolph Ziggler has been released by the WWE. It was confirmed. I mean, he hasn't really been on TV a lot. This one might have been mutual, but I'm surprised either way, because, man, it just sucks that Dolph Ziggler's released. It's sad, but they weren't doing anything with him anymore. His talent was being wasted. Well, we'll see where he goes now. It just sucks that he's such a great talent. But yeah, Dolph Ziggler was released. Shelton Benjamin was released by WWE. Very underrated as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why they just... he's the biggest waste of potential. I mean, he won like 15 championships or something, but he had potential to be more, and WWE just never done anything with him. Top Dollar. Top Dollar has been released by WWE. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Top Dollar is gone. Thank God he sucked. Good riddance. Top Dollar. Flop Dollar. Riddick Moss has been released by WWE. Who? Yeah, it's probably what the casuals will say. We'll say, who? Who? Yeah, Riddick Moss is released. Yeah, I forgot he was even on the roster. Aaliyah was released by WWE. She hasn't been on TV in months, so it tells you what you need to know. Now, another waste of talent by WWE. I've always found her matches like entertaining, but it sucks. But she just got injured. I think she got injured and she hadn't been on TV in a year, and then they released her. So, yep. Elias was released by WWE. He hasn't been seen in months either. I don't know where Elias has been, but now he's released. So there's that. Rick Boogs has been released by WWE. Haven't seen him in months either. Thought they could do more with him. It actually sucks because I liked Rick Boogs, but I don't know why they fucking released him for. Emma released by WWE. Wow, what a wasted return. She's now released, and they really did her dirty. Why Emma? Why do we have to say Nia Jax instead of say Emma? Doesn't make sense. Why are we bringing back Nia Jax? It's fucking stupid. Mustafa Ali is no longer with the WWE. So it sucks. They'd be absolutely wasting him. They dropped the ball. They literally booked him for No Mercy, and now he's no longer with the company. So he announced on social media that he's no longer with WWE. The first post below was a typo, and he clarified that he did indeed mean that he's out of the company. It's not unclear what led to his departure. So maybe it was a mutual. I don't know. It just sucks because he was literally booked for No Mercy, and now he's not. So WWE SmackDown's return to USA Network will reportedly mean the end of Raw and NXT on the network. So it's gonna be weird to see Raw not on USA now, because I didn't start watching WWE until it was on the USA Network. It's gonna be weird not seeing Raw on the USA Network. Now it's gonna be on I guess Fox. I think. Yeah, SmackDown's off of Fox, maybe too. I don't know. So SmackDown's gonna be on the USA Network, and I guess Raw might move to Fox. But yeah, it's official. WWE SmackDown's moving back to USA Network. I think it's a great thing for everyone involved. Who knows? I don't know what the ratings will be like. So WWE SmackDown's return to USA is part of a new agreement with NBC Universal. So there's that, and that's going to begin in. WWE officially agreed to a 5-year domestic media partnership that will bring Friday nights to USA Network beginning in 2024 of October. All of WWE TV under one umbrella is a great, great idea. At least in my opinion. See if I find some more news here, but I think it's already it. AEW's Adam Cole was injured. He was at the hospital last night. He jumped off the stage to help MJF, obviously, in his match. And apparently Adam Cole, I guess, suffered an injury where he was hobbling around. So there's that. We had another guess injury last night. The belief is Jon Moxley. He may have suffered a concussion last night, per PW Insider. He was dropped on his head. The referee just stopped the count and then let Ray Phoenix and what's fucking called, whatever his finisher is. He did nothing to protect him. The concussion might have been at the beginning of the match, but the ref should be fired. Forcing him to take a move like that twice. But yeah, that's all for the wrestling news. There'll probably be some more with NXT releases. I just want to go over all the main roster releases, talk about the latest Vince McMahon news, and some injury updates from the Grand Slam of AEW last night. That's all I'm saying. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.